My name is Etienne de Bruin. I'm from South Africa. My wife and I moved to Germany in '97. So we moved to San Diego in 2000. And what was supposed to be 2 or 3 years turned into 23 years. My wife and I have 3 young children. Well, they're 14, 12, and 10, and they're little Americans. I got really mad at them one morning for them not saying their T's. They say button and stuff without the T. And then my kid said to me one day, we'll start saying our T's if you start saying your R's. So I'm going to try to say my R's. So I joined SynkedUP, I think about a year ago. I've known Weston since 2021. I think our first email exchange was January 2021. And really just admire Weston. I love being on this team. I will say I went to Louisville. I'm going to have those jokes all day, guys, so this is going to be easy. But I was really shocked at what was that summit, or the big HNA? And it was really incredible for me to see how Weston was working the floor and the love that he has for everybody. I'm really drawn to that kind of vulnerability and authenticity. And yeah, I just want to say, man, you're an amazing guy. So just let's just give this guy some applause. It's my honor and my privilege to be on the team. So Weston, I wrote you a little poem. I wrote you these words are my original words. We are one, but we're not the same, and we carry each other. Actually, I didn't write that. Who knows where that's from? Thank you. I was really hoping it would land with one person. That is a U2 song. Anyways, I dedicate that to you, Weston. So I am the CTO, which means that Weston and Fred both look to me to translate the business goals, the passion that he has for changing lives, into technology. So anything that you love about our app is probably something I did, and everything you hate about the app was before I arrived. Thank you. Cool. I think my talk is done. I think we're good. So I want to ask, I had a fascinating lunch table yesterday where I think Craig and a few guys were talking. And I want to ask if you can just remember that time you went to visit a client and the client thought you were maybe just a doofus or some guy who does things. And hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, versus the way you see yourself. So you're going to talk about a client visit that went south. Okay, let's do a quick, who wants to share their client story?
It's not a riveting story, but so everything was fine on the initial phone call, email, no red flags or anything. So I go out to meet with the guy, and basically he turns, within 5 minutes, very uncordial, and he starts to tell me how he wants the job to be done and what type of base to use and all these weird things. And so about halfway through, I just told him we weren't a good fit, and I left. Not even I didn't really close the I just said I'm gonna get out of here.
Amazing. That's literally what I was thinking you guys were gonna say. You show up to the client kind of knows what they want to have done, and then starts downloading on you what they want, and then they become. Anyone else want to just share a quick anecdote?
When a homeowner starts an appointment by saying, I would do this work on my own, but I don't have the time.
Wow. Something I heard yesterday was also in the scheduling of that first meeting. Is it in the daytime? Is it in the evening? Are the kids running around? There's a lot of ways that disrespect or discarding you feels. I'd like for you to take your piece of paper and just write down one word for how your clients see you. Just don't overthink it. Just take your pen and paper and write down how your clients see you in one word, please. If you have 2 or 3 words, that's fine, but we're going to pick one word. How do your clients see you? Write down one word for how you see yourself as a business owner, as a landscaper. Write down a word for how you see yourself. At your table, just pick the word that most accurately describes the way you want to be seen. So at each table, there needs to be one word for how you collectively want to be seen by your client. Okay? Trustworthy, reliable, creative. Okay, so let's use the little box and let's just have one person from each table say that word loud and clear for everyone to hear, okay? How do you want to be seen?
Knowledgeable.
Sorry?
Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
Oh, you want to? Here you go.
We're using the microphone.
Superman.
Superman. I love it.
Professional.
Professional.
Tilt rotator god.
What?
Passionate. He's rotator god. Tilt rotator, it's a piece of equipment, a very expensive.
No, you tilt it and then you rotate it. I get it. We have those in South Africa, dude.
We're also going with passionate and tilt rotator.
Compassionate.
What color
and
hoses, though?
Passionate.
Relatable.
Relatable.
Caring.
Caring. I think that's incredible. I think when your client first came, when you first went to visit your client, I wonder what the gap was between what their perception was of you and how you wanted to be seen. So, choke word. What?
Your word.
What?
What is your
Oh,
word
what's
for
my
your
word?
clients?
My word is heart-centered. Thank you. Was that funny? You're like, you have a robot heart, man. How can you? So, we're doing some interactive sessions here. The thing that's really important for me is to understand that there's a gap between how you are perceived with initial meetings and how you want to be seen. Let's do a quick exercise at the table. And I'm going to ask that you maybe just write it down before you share, okay? 2 minutes. Just name the project that you are most proud of. And what project are you currently planning out? So let's have 2 or 3 shares about projects that you are most proud of. It's your time to share with the group, okay? Let's take a listen.
So, project that we're most proud of is we built 2 9/11 memorials. One was at a local firehouse for the 20-year memorial, and one was built about 5 months after the attack. It was on the waterfront in Jersey City. And what's really cool about it is I see it in all these social media posts. I worked on the pile for 3.5 months, watched both planes hit. So to me, being able to give back and use pieces of steel from that day really hits the heart. So that's the one we're the most proud of.
Wow, that's incredible. Let's do a round of applause for that. That's amazing.
Who wants it?
Who's next? No one wants to go after that. Okay, no one wants to go after that. But you can. Let's get 2 more. Let's get 2 more. Just share some project that you are most proud of.
I'm most proud of one of our projects we did last year. It's a pool and outdoor living space. We won Pool of the Year last year with Imagine with this project. And I think what makes me most proud is I brought to my foreman that did this job, and they are over the moon. They are so pumped, and they're on cloud 9, and that makes the world of difference to me.
Wow, that's amazing. Let's do a round of applause for that. I love that. Okay, let's do some sharing. A project you are most proud of.
So we did one this past winter and spring, and it was a new construction house that they lived there a couple years. The builder left the backyard completely unusable, and we had to build walls. We had to bring in, I think, 400 tons of gravel, put a pool in, patio, fire pit, did a trampoline, basically turned this useless backyard into something a family can enjoy for years. And like him, a big part of that was every project we do as we grow as a company, our team does more and more of those tasks. And it's not just me, it's our stamp. It's the Scheller Outdoor Living, And so we just won an award for it last night. So that was pretty cool.
I love that. Let's do a round of applause. Okay.
Project I'm most proud of, we built a project spring of last year, and it made the cover for the Lampus catalog that's out this year. And they took a bunch of other pictures of the same project and used it for a lot of their other the pavers that they sell. So if you're not from this side of, this area, Lampus is a pretty big manufacturer for hardscape material. So that's what I've been most proud of, and that's been the highlight of my career, I guess.
That's beautiful.
So far.
Beautiful. Round of applause.
Unless you want to throw it.
I think two things. One, when I came in as CTO at SynkedUP, I genuinely thought that all you guys did was go in the back and do stuff in the yard. And I've been profoundly shocked at the artistry, the passion, the dedication that I've seen in this group of people. And just hearing those words of how you want to be seen is incredibly powerful for me. So it's really amazing to get to know all of you that way. In many ways, the CTO wants to be seen that way as well. Crafting software, building teams, and making people incredibly happy with what we build. The second thing is, roundabout when I met Weston, I had a landscaping job done at my house, and I did it without a landscaper. I did it with a general contractor who just said he could do it for me. And I think it was right in the time I went to Louisville, and I was really shocked at what the possibilities were. The GC just did things. It put the pool there, and the cement there, and the barbecue place there, and the roof there. But when I went to Louisville, and if I see the pictures that I've seen with some of you, the artistry that exists in the type of work that you do is profound. So I just want to say I'm on a journey of getting to know all of you, and it's really, I relate very deeply to what brings you joy as well. So I'm pausing there for some applause, but it's cool. It's cool if, okay, so has anybody heard of the paradox of knowledge? I love the table who said that they want to be known for their knowledge. Who here has heard of the paradox of knowledge? It's a well-known principle. Has anybody heard about it? Nobody. Okay. You have all suffered from this, so get ready. The paradox of knowledge is that the more knowledgeable you become about something, the more you realize the extent of your ignorance in that domain. So we all know that. You started your business, you're like, I can do this, and then the more you do your business, the more you learn about products, materials, machinery, the more you realize the extent of your ignorance in that domain. Is that true for some, at least at some point in your building your business? Nobody? Okay, thank you. Has anybody heard about the Dunning-Kruger effect? Someone has. The Dunning-Kruger effect is it's a fun problem we experience. The Dunning-Kruger effect says that the less experience someone has in any field, the more confident they will feel in their beliefs. Have you guys suffered from that? So the Dunning-Kruger effect says someone joins your team, they learn a little bit about what you do, and then they think that they can do it. Their confidence goes way up. Said differently, the more stupid you are about something, the more you think you're intelligent about something. So I want to share this graph with you because I think it's going to share with you exactly how we view working with you. So on the y-axis, you have confidence. On the x-axis, you have competence. So this is the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's a very well-known effect. So when you have very little competence, your confidence shoots way up. And the hubris is that I know it all. Okay, so it's possible that when you started your business, this happened. It happens to all of us. We read something fun about AI, and all of a sudden we're all experts on AI. On any topic, it goes way up. Then, on the second dot, you're like, oh, this is a little harder than I thought. And then your confidence comes way down. And then at the very, very valley of this graph, when your competence is you're starting to learn about something, you start to grow in something, you start to get a sense for what it is you have to do. You've researched, you've learned, and then you have this sense of, wow, I have so much work I have to do. Your confidence level might be at an all-time low. That's where we want to meet you. We're definitely going to help you if you think you know everything. But when you crash, when you come crashing down, QuickBooks, balance sheets, taxes, team issues, we want to be with you on this whole journey. So when you know what you have to do, which is what SynkedUP is teaching you, you then start going up and you're starting to acquire the skills to get better. So how do you see this effect playing out in your business? Can you guys see this playing out in your business? Can you see this graph play out in your business? Maybe when you purchased SynkedUP, you were like, oh, this is easy. The demo showed me everything. Oh yeah, I know how to do this. And then you start realizing, oops, this is a little harder than I thought. And then you start crashing in your confidence. I want to share with you that that is normal. It's something that we all suffer from. But we want to be with you right there where you know what you have to do, which is probably why you came to SynkedUP in the first place. And we want to be with you and build up your skills so that you can get better. Is there someone who wants to share something about this effect in their business?
So this is our 12th year in business, and I think I've shared with some of my friends in business that this has been our hardest year ever. And we've grown a lot the last 2 or 3 years during COVID and stuff, but then this year, like operationally, we've had more challenges than we've ever had personnel-wise. In the last 12 months, I've turned over an entirely new team. I have lost an office manager who I realized was a lot more key to our operations than I realized. So I think for me, I don't know if this directly is a DK effect, but after 12 years, I'm like, shoot, this is freaking hard still. And I thought at this point it would be a lot easier than it is. So,
love that. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, the thing that blows my mind is that as all of you are out there in your territory, having an impact, building a business, we're all suffering from this, especially the paradox of knowledge. And sometimes we think to ourselves, okay, I should have known this, or how is it that I have this problem? Or why is this so hard for me? my message to you is just that it's happening to all of us. It's literally happening to every single one of us. And the Dunning-Kruger effect is happening to us all the time. But the goal of our software, the goal of this conference, the goal of this community is to bring us together so we can get through these times together. The reason I asked you to consider the word that you want to be known by or known for is because I wanted you to hear everyone else's words, and I wanted you to be honest with yourself about how you want to be seen. The reason I asked you to share about a project that you are proud of is because I wanted everyone to to hear that. And I'm not surprised that people were reluctant. I know each and every one of you had a project that you were proud of, but you didn't want to share it. My encouragement to you is to share it. We're seeing phenomenal projects get to completion inside of the SynkedUP app. We have the data. We're constantly making sure that you know what to do with your data. And we're seeing phenomenal projects. I'm hoping next year to do a little more of a data presentation. But it is incredible, the work that's being done, the artistry, the passion, the leadership. And for Alan and Eric and I, we see it all the time. As we work on the app, we see these incredible projects seeing the light of day, from budget to estimate, to the proposal, to the invoices being paid, to the jobs being planned out, to the routes, to everywhere, all the way through to completion. It's really unbelievable to witness the work that you guys are doing. And my hope is that knowing that you're working inside of a piece of software is one thing, but you are actually all working inside of one collective, and to support each other in how you want to be seen, the projects that you're working on, and to really see yourself that way. Okay, so please email me anytime. It's my responsibility to match the technology with your business success and your business goals. Please, anytime you need to email me, do that, and I would be at your service. So thank you very much.